Hey everyone, thanks for watching Four Color Commentary, and this is going to be a shorter video. Maybe I shouldn't say that. I get kind of talky when I get started on some of this stuff, but what I'm going to do today is just show you some of the things that are on my walls. Now, this is the last time I'm going to mention the move. I've mentioned the move in previous videos. We are getting ready to move, but timetables are fluid and things change sometimes, and we're still moving, but we're just not sure when. So, since this stuff isn't going to be on my walls for much longer here, and I don't know what the size of my place will be like, or our place will be like wherever we go, I wanted to go ahead and show you some of the things that are on my shelves, on my walls, and that kind of thing, because just kind of some neat stuff that I know collectors and comics fans will appreciate. So, let's get started. Okay, so I like promo posters. And some promo posters are just fit to be framed. This is actually the promo poster for the Hunger Dogs, as you can see. One of, it may have been Kirby's last, I think it was Kirby's last actual New Gods work. And it was painted, at least the cover and the poster, painted Kirby. And so, just kind of a beautiful promo poster, not very easy to get. They're just not floating around a whole lot out there. When I finally got it, I went ahead and framed it, and it's on my wall. So in 2015, we had the 50th anniversary of S.H.I.E.L.D. And I remember the morning that the books came out, I remember trying to find this variant. This is a Jack Kirby, Jim Steranko cover. And sorry about the glare. It is what it is. But I couldn't find this online for less than 20 bucks. And so I gave up hopes of that, but while I was looking for that on eBay, I found this 24 by 36 inch promotional poster. So yes, it was folded, but that's okay with me. All I wanted was the art. This was the promotional poster that was sent out to comic book stores. I found it and got it on eBay, shipping included, for less than $5, a little under $5. That's all I wanted, was the art. And for $5, right, instead of 20 or more for the comic book, the 8.5 by 11 comic book image, I have 24 by 36 glorious inches of Kirby and Steranko artwork on the wall. So there you go. Now, speaking of Kirby, I do have a couple of prints, and I think this one is called Incan Visitation. It's either Incan Visitation or Aztec Visitation, but I believe it's Incan Visitation. This is just a really beautifully colored print that Kirby did. I don't remember the dates, but I do remember I got these in the 90s from Bud Plant, the Bud Plant catalog. Some of you guys will remember the Bud Plant catalog. And I believe this one, actually, there's a date there. And I don't know if you can read it or not, but I believe it's dated 75. So Jack Kirby, 1975 or 78. Hard to tell, I think 75. But so anyway, Incan Visitation by Jack Kirby. Here is the other print by Jack Kirby, Galactic Head. And so that's was also, I believe, from 1975, but I'm not sure because there's not a production date on that by his name. But actually, I also got it from Bud Plant. I've seen people try to sell these on eBay for as much as $200, but nobody ever goes for it. I'm just glad to have them because, again, they're Kirby and they're very colorful. Okay, various items from Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby is a great place for collectors, comic book fans, to find stuff. There's some just various picture with various Iron Man covers. That's a tin Iron Man wall hanging, a tin Thor wall hanging, and some Thor pictures of some Thor comic book covers. Invincible Iron Man wall hanging, and then over there you have some, pardon the mess, I'm not going to mention it again, the move, I'm not going to mention it. There's some more. Those are both covers books that I used to have. I'm famous for having books. Well, no, I have the Amazing Spider-Man still, but I don't have, obviously, the Hulk 181. Famous for having had one day books that are now worth a lot of money and not having them anymore. And so my wife loves me for that. Anyway, thanks Hobby Lobby for contributing to the wall. Now in 1980, Coca-Cola produced 3 Marvel posters that had the origin stories and some great artwork of some of Marvel's favorite characters, or Marvel's most popular characters. This one obviously is the Fantastic Four. This is drawn by John Byrne and inked by Joe Sinnott. I should say. And so that's I need a proper frame for that. It was for some reason hard to find a frame of those dimensions. I have all 3 of the ones that Coke produced. This is the Incredible Hulk with the artwork by Sal Buscema and Joe Sinnott. And again, sorry about the reflections in the glare, but you get the idea. And who else to produce a Hulk poster in 1980 but Sal Buscema, who was still the primary Hulk artist, considered the primary Hulk artist at that time. And then way over here is the Amazing Spider-Man poster. And so it was also produced in 1980 and has the origin of Spider-Man. You would not believe the contortions I'm having to go through to get this shot. But anyway, so just kind of some neat wall hanging, some neat things to have on the wall that were from Bronze Age Marvel. All right, the next few items are from artist Steve Irwin. This is again, sorry for the frame. It's a terrible frame. I need to get Hobby Lobby has great frames that are perfect for original art pages. You'll see one of them here in a moment, but this is a page from Deathstroke number 21 by Steve Irwin. I believe Steve Irwin is a fantastic artist, and he's always been one of my favorites. It's just solid, and I love his style. But that's from Deathstroke number 21. And then Checkmate number 22. Checkmate's a character that I also really enjoy, and Steve Irwin is the artist of this page as well. Visually, Checkmate was just one of the most interesting characters at that time that DC has ever produced. But I love the visuals of the character. I love the costume. And so anyway, there's another Steve Irwin page. Now, I did a video on this Sergio Cariello piece. And then here is a Steve Irwin original that he did for me years ago. And it is, of course, Batman's about to pounce on Deathstroke there. And I thought at the time, who better to get it to do a Deathstroke, commission than Steve Irwin. And so anyway, that was it. Well, I guess some people would say George Perez, but Steve Irwin was the regular artist for a long time on the first Deathstroke series. So he's my pick for that character. Anyway, there's some original art. And I did a video on this piece, this John Romita shotgun piece before. Go back and look for that if you'd like. Here is an original color guide from Avengers number 270, or issue number 277 from volume 1, of course. This is from that wonderful story, Siege on Avengers Mansion. This is the original color guide for that particular page. And then I have also this one from the same issue, Avengers 277. So like having those color guides. I like having the original, just have a couple of original pages and color guides. It just kind of helps show people, kind of the process of how comics are made, and I really like that. And then I believe I've already done a video on this Art Adams Batman piece, but he did that for me in 1997 at DEF CON in Tulsa. And lastly, this piece is as much nostalgia, if not more nostalgia, than actual love of the art, which I do love the art. It's a Frazetta piece. It's the Return of the Mucker, and but the nostalgia for this comes from the fact that for years, decades as a matter of fact, this hung on the wall of my local comic shop, my favorite comic shop, the Comic Empire of Tulsa. If you want to know more about the Comic Empire, go back to there's a little mini documentary of the Comic Empire on my page, on my channel. And but this is great to have a Frazetta piece, and this is kind of an unusual Frazetta piece, but I really like it. and it's special to me because it hung for so long on the wall of Comic-Con. Well, hey, hope you enjoyed that. Just a few items on my walls, and I'd like to know what's on your walls. I'd like to know what's on your shelves. What are some of your collectibles that you're glad to have on your wall and you can't imagine ever getting rid of? But just a few things in our comic book / school / family fun room that kind of gives it some personality and some flair. But hey, thanks for watching. Appreciate everybody who watches 4 Color Commentary, and hope you'll come back again for the next video. See you soon.